Greetings everyone and welcome back to Bannerlord. Last time we had a very successful war against Landia that netted us Rovaut and Turby Castle. So now that we have our kingdom a little bit expanded, I think it's about time that we found the second clan to join us in our venture. So I have been looking around and the two clans that I see possibly joining us is Gundrik and Devaland. So this is the clan that used to own Turby Castle, and this is the clan that used to own Roval. So let's go and talk to their leaders, see if we can convince them to join us. Let's start off with this guy because he's closer. He's currently in Oxhall, so that's just around here. Let's go, let's try and convince him, see how much money he wants. And hopefully, we will soon get ourselves a very nice ally. Now, looks like I was right, the Vlandians just ended their war with Batania, so we made peace exactly the right moment, which is quite fortunate. Now, let's check this out. So, I'm going to go to the keep. We are looking for Servic. So this is the leader of the clan. Let's go and visit him. Hopefully we can convince him to join us. Now we have a very high relation with them, so that's perfect. Help us out a lot. So, something I'd like to discuss. And candidly, what do you think of your liege, Picard? You're saying exactly, I'm the rightful ruler of this land, I would like your support. And here is our charm minigame, same as when we were trying to get a wife. So, you're my friend, but even so, this is a risky conversation. To have. So, we have two options. As your friend, I give you my word that I won't breathe a word to anyone else about this conversation, which has a critical success chance, which is definitely what we'll be taking. And of course we have the you know me, so be careful not to get this back to the wrong ears. Let's go with this one, hopefully it works out. Oh, that sucks, it's ineffective. Okay, so I gave an oath to my liege, so we have three options, the best of which is just a basic success chance. Is if he ever violated his oath to you, it absolves you of its duty to him. That's gonna be a success. Yes, you might be correct. Hekard and I have been through a great deal together. This is where our relationship helps a lot. Put your interests and the good of the realm first. There's too much at stake for that. So we have a 64% chance getting through with this. It's ineffective. Okay, so I probably won't be able to convince him. We have failed to success checks. Looks like it's still continuing. You are somewhat outnumbered. Even if I agree with you, it would be wise of me to wait. So, much both of these are the same. You have a strategy to win. My strategies always work eventually. Better to die fighting for a just ruler than to live under an unjust one. Let's go with this one. It's going to be a success. And let's see if I actually get a chance to convince him one more time. Yeah, I'm simply not comfortable, so we run out of dialogue options. So we won't be able to get him convinced on our side, not yet anyway. So let's go and visit the other guy. Was it Batu? Go into the Gundrik, and now it's Ospir that's leading them. So it's currently near Conquered Castle. I believe it was getting sieged. They managed to take it over. It was the Empire's castle, but looks like they have managed to get it back. Hopefully I'm able to convince him at least. And basically give him his castle back in exchange for his service. Now, as he moved, let me just visit settlement, so that way get updated information. So he's near Jornat, which is Is that? That's where it is. Okay. Let's go that way. We're looking for a spear. Oh, he's in an army. Okay, so if he is in an army, we cannot try and convince him. I'm going to have to wait for the army to disband. So for now, I guess I'll just wait around to do a little bit of smithing, and whenever whenever I find him alone, I will resume the recording. So some time has passed. Unfortunately, the guy I was trying to recruit got this castle given to him. So unless this siege succeeds and the Empire take it over, he currently has a castle, which means he'll be much harder to recruit. That being said, I have tracked down the first guy we talked to. He's over here, and my hope is that enough time has passed that I can actually try another. I can make another attempt at convincing him. So let's see if I'm able to do that. Yeah, you have tried. So I guess not enough time has passed. So that means that I pretty much have to hope that this siege over here succeeds. In the meantime, something I forgot to do last time that I want to do before I get anyone else new in the kingdom is to, where is it? Over here in kingdom, go into policies, and now that I have a ton of influence I can work with, let's set up the policies I want. So these ones are pretty much good so far. I'm not going to remove any. However, there were like 2 or 3 that I wanted to add. So for example, let's see, where is it? Forgiveness of debts. This one is pretty decent. Loyalty is increased by 2 per day, and production is reduced by 5%. We get a little bit less money, but having this loyalty is pretty decent. That being said, that's mostly good whenever you start conquering towns and castles that are not of your own culture. And we will be mostly targeting Vlandia, so for now I won't get this one. This one is decent. Militia quantity is increased by 10%, and 10% of militia troops will be hired here. However, we'll lose a bit on taxes, pretty much. However, I like this one, so I'll be enacting it. Now the next one I was looking at is the Royal Guard. It increases my party, and I believe any of the other clans in my or the other parties in my clan. It increases the size by 60, and non-ruling clans lose a bit of influence per day, which doesn't really bother me. I'll be enacting this one as well. And I think there was one more I was looking at, but maybe not. I can't really remember. Oh no, there definitely was one more. However, was it this one? Yeah, there we go, the noble retinues. So tier 5 plus clans lose 1 influence per day, and the party size of their leaders is increased by 40. I'll be enacting this one as well. And now, with these policies in place, I need to move it so they update. I clicked the wrong thing. There we go, my max party size is now up to 350. So I can lead quite the army. I should probably start recruiting. That being said, that will cost me quite a lot in salaries. But since Varik has been steadily improving, as you can see, 206 smithing. Now I'm pretty much just trying to get all the parts I need so I can craft the higher price weapons. In fact, let me just show you, might as well. Haven't really done much smithing recently, I've just been leveling it. So if I go into the smithy, use Varik, and go over here into orders, now, there aren't any particularly high offers right here. I kinda suck at making javelins. But just as an example, over here in javelins, these are the stats I'm going for. And as you can see, there are different different parts I can use in order to try and achieve that. So something like this. I can change the size and all that. But as you can see, I haven't unlocked everything. For example, for javelins, I still need to unlock 3 more shafts. And there are a lot more heads I can unlock. And other kind of stuff. Before I can properly start crafting them up to the requirements, which will reward me with the full amount. So for example, as you can see, when I created this one, I unlocked a new head for the javelins. And I still get paid a little bit, even if I don't make the requirements. So now I unlocked, I think it was this one that I just unlocked. So with it, as you can see, I can actually start making longer javelins. Start satisfying this condition better. So I can actually now do this. However, as you can see now, the missile speed is not high enough. Let's try and work on that. And there we go. This javelin should meet the requirements. And perfect, I unlocked the new shaft as well. So when the client is satisfied, I get my money. And the main goal right now with smithing is unlocking all of the high tier parts for example, if I go into swords, you see it's much more complicated than javelins. You see just how many sword blades there are that I still need to unlock. And the same goes for guards, for handles, for pommels. So I still have a lot of unlocking to do before I can start crafting the weapons that can yield me up to 50k per craft. But yeah, that's what I'm working on off camera. For now, let's just hope this siege succeeds. It actually might succeed. I see no one defending. Yeah, this is looking great. So now that they took this castle, let me just enter a settlement and track down where Ospir is, so I can go and try to talk to him. Let's check this out. We're looking at Gundrik, Ospir, last seen near Trakture today. So, oh, so he was near it. He was over there. Let's go and try and find him. Try to convince him to join us instead. Oh, is he in an army again? God damn it. Not get involved. I can't even check if he is in here. Well, that's unfortunate. There's a second army coming, so they will probably retake this castle. Kinda need him to leave this army whenever the castle gets taken before they give it to him again. I mean, my best thing I can do is just hope for it, really. To be honest, these armies have been standing around for quite a bit, so maybe I won't be lucky with that. Let me visit this town here real quickly. There seems to be some sort of battle happening here. And I'm not sure if he's part of this battle either. Let's see what kind of weapon orders I can find here. So, oh yeah, there we go, perfect. To illustrate my example, there is a two-handed sword order that will reward me 87,000 if I make it correctly. However, I still don't have all the parts to do so. I can just try and get it as close as possible. Now, some things are more important than others. For example, the damage amount is quite important, so let's try and satisfy this at least. Go with something like this. Maybe I can try a new guard that will make it a little bit better. And that gives me more damage, and the thrust side really seem like it. Guess I'll stick with this one. Maybe a different handle can help. Probably not though. This one gives a little bit more thrust. Let's go with this one. And a pommel. Is there a pommel that can increase the thrust damage? Doesn't really seem like it. There is one that increases the swing damage. Oh, there we go. We can go with this one, a ring pommel. And let's craft it and see how much money I can extract from this guy. Okay, so we made 3,800. The good thing about crafting these high price recipes though is, as you can see, I'm unlocking a lot of parts from it. So I unlocked the new broadsword blade. It's great. There is also this guy that needs an axe. Go with something like this. And try and get the damage like this, should be good. And there we go, made 600 on that. Then we got something new. So, pretty much going to continue with that until I get a chance to talk with Ospir. So, yeah, I'll see whenever that happens. See you then. Alright, so it has been some time again. They did retake Trakture Castle, and unfortunately the war with the Empire has ended, so they won't be taking it back. They did give it to Ospir, but I'm hoping I can maybe convince him despite that. Pretty much the only option I have, so...
Peace to you.
Let's try and talk to him. We have 37 relation. So... We're saying exactly... Okay, so he is open to negotiating, that's pretty good. You're my friend, but even so, it's a risky conversation, so let's go with the same way. Hopefully this time the double success works. There we go, critical success. We're starting on a pretty good note. So, I can't argue that. I gave a note to my liege to break it even for a good reason. Would be a great stain on my honor. So we have a critical fail chance of 12% on each of them. This one is the most successful one. No card asks you to do dishonorable things, and no oath binds you to doing evil. So let's hope this works. It's ineffective. Okay, at least it didn't fail. Guard and I have been through a great deal together, so this is the friendship check. Put your interests and the good of the realm first. There's too much at stake. Same odds as before. And that's a success. Okay, so that actually worked out. I'm happy to see that. I guess the castle has been retaken so many times, it's probably kinda shit, so... Very well, you've convinced me that this is something I can consider. This is a dangerous step, however, and I'm putting my life and the lives of my people at risk. I need some sort of support from you before I can change my allegiance. This is why we've been making so much money. Let's see how much he wants to join us. Oh wow, he's actually quite cheap. Only 420,000. I guess that's because I think his clan is tier 3. In the past, whenever I have recruited clans that are tier 5, they usually ask for 1.5 million, something like that. I guess we'll be able to get this guy for quite cheap actually. So we'll give him that offer. And there we go. He's now Baron Ospir of the Aukanwara. So this is great. We have our first lord that joined us. Now let's go over to Thieves. Give him Derby Castle. There we go. Now he has a base of operations as well. And now we're looking quite well. Our military strength should go up by quite a bit. We're almost nearing 2000, so that's pretty good. Now one thing I probably want to do, since the other guy isn't interested in joining me just yet, probably have to wait around a bit for him. I'll just go and try and get my army up. Fill up the 350 capacity. I do want to get a bunch more archers. Kinda good on infantry. I don't think I need... ooh! Party starving. Let's see. Do I have any animals I can slaughter? Wasn't paying attention to that. Looks like it's gonna have to be horses. So let's butcher a few of those. That should hold me until we reach city. Let's go to Marnath. Buy some food and continue on from there. So let's check it out. So kind of food do you have? You have grapes, sure, why not? Some reason fish and grain are so expensive. I guess they aren't in Landia. I need to go check that out. Let's get some meat. I might as well get these. Not like I'm low on money. Expecting to spend a lot more on getting a vassal, but I guess I won't have to, so I have a lot more money to spend. Let's also check out the smithy. Might be some good offers. There is a good offer. This one for 8,000. However, this is one of the weapons that I cannot even craft it with the right damage. It needs to have both thrust and swing damage. I don't have a part yet that can do that. So let's just forge it with whatever. We'll get 250. That's fine. I'll go with this mace maybe. Something like this. That should be good. I cannot get the damage as I don't have a good head yet. Try to do my best. Pretty much doing it for the chance to unlock parts, not so much for the money they offer me. This seems to be the highest damage one. Maybe do something like this. This should cover the damage. And there we go, we unlocked a new pommel, so that's pretty good. Yeah, anyway, I'll probably actually do a bunch of recruiting off camera now that I think about it. Since nothing really that big is happening at the moment. I'm not at war with anyone, we got our vassal. He's going to be readying up. I guess I'll just do a bunch of recruiting and crafting off camera. And then I'll just start next episode whenever something big happens. Perhaps another war with Blandia. Maybe something else pops up. But yeah, anyway, that's gonna do it for this episode. It's going to be a bit of a shorter one, but that's not bad. Hope you enjoyed it, and I'll see you next time.